Hello everybody. Today is April 6th and this is The Source. Today's show is Standing Rock Pipeline. We are uniting all tribes, we are forming collaborative governance, and we are building out the humanitarian project pipeline for our planet to the completion of paradise on Earth. Thank you so much for joining us. Today we're at the point where we have built a project management space. We have a ClickFunnels landing page that is guiding people in with the URL waterprotectorsunite.com. And once they land in the Slack space, there's a chat there for collaboration. We have a live show every Thursday morning at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. We have a core group that's been gathering. And each member is stepping into their roles. Within our project management space, we are now creating an ideal collaboration list of leaders and organizations that we wish to collaborate with or invite into this project to co-create. So I'm going to pull that up on the screen and we're just going to flow. We're just going to write notes and see where it goes. Share screen. Share screen. Okay. So letter to ideal collaborators. So let's see. Dear all leaders, organizations, governance, humanitarian project pipeline. Live show, 9 a.m. PST, Thursdays, awareness at www.waterprotectorsunite.com. It will take you to our space. Hello.
How are you?
I'm great. How are you doing?
I'm doing okay. Thank you.
Awesome. Awesome. Just starting to write a letter that we can send to all the individuals and organizations out there doing Standing Rock or anything similar that we could bring them all in.
Definitely. I had realized finally today that I've been seeing certain numbers a lot lately. 811 to be specific. 811, 811, 811. Now that happens to be the time I was born. 8:11 in the morning. But I finally looked up the angel meaning of those numbers. And I wanted to share it.
Okay.
So I got to find it. So it'll take me a minute.
Yeah, I see my birth time all the time too, and it's when I'm going through rebirths too, usually.
That's exactly what it means. I'll just tell you what it meant. it said basically this is a sign that you're going through a rebirth, a new life. It's a good time, a great time to collaborate with other people, and if you want to make change in your community and your life and all that stuff. And it says, it's just basically saying go for it, go for it. Don't let this share the idea. It's time. So I feel pretty good.
Awesome. Woohoo. Awesome, awesome. Now Brittany's here.
Hey, I'm actually driving home, but I wanted to join. But I'll be home in like 15, so
Cool.
yeah, cool. I kind of just got that tail end of what Misty was saying, but it sounded good. I'm interested in learning more.
Cool, cool. I'm just started the ideal collaborator letter, and so when you get home, we can tighten it up, and we'll have one letter that we can send out to for this show, and we'll have a model letter for all the other shows.
Wow, that's so sweet. I mean, yeah, and I wanted to talk to you too, or like bring this to the show today is I just have been really thinking more about the organizational chart and like what we want that to look like, kind of the roles that we see. I mean, I kind of just have seen a couple things come out. There's the other shows, collaborating maybe with like Myron, with Smoke Signals. And then Lolly, she has this thing called Safe Spaces. So really just being able to provide places for other water protectors, that need rides or need housing, places to stay. And then also, like the legal has kind of come out as well. So just those type of things, and then maybe even brainstorming at some point some other roles that we see in the water protectors community. And then also one other thing, because we're talking with the street team and the water protectors being represented in that sort of collaboration, bringing back the village. Yeah, Quinn. Yeah, I'm a water protector too. So that we're providing for the whole community. Because there's more than just me. There's lots of them. So, yeah, like you too.
The most adorable thing I've heard. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Oh, she said thank you, Quinn. A heart, yeah.
Oh, thank you. Right back at you, sweetheart.
Oh, that's so sweet. So on the road, as we're traveling to different gatherings, can I just finish this one thing? It's just a meeting that we're having, talking about water protectors, babe. It's Misty and it's Doran. You wanna say hi? Hi.
Hi. Tell him hi. Tell her hi. Bless you, sweetheart.
He is a sweetheart. I was just thinking, though, because it was brought up, coming to these gatherings, and as we go there, even maybe collaborating with somebody. I know somebody in California has those glass jugs, those big, I can't remember what you call them, but they're like, I can't even remember how many gallons, maybe like 20 gallons or something. But they're like those big glass jugs plants that have the flower of life on them. And just even thinking about, you know, in different regions, going to fill them up with like spring water and just like, you know, as like kind of more of a symbolic thing, but also providing people with like fresh living waters. Yeah, at these gatherings, and just kind of creating that connection to, as a way to sort of facilitate that conversation about the water protectors. And you know, because it's, I don't know, it's just so crazy how it's maybe it didn't happen just very quickly, but it seems like these pipelines are really just really making a huge appearance all over the country right now. And yeah, so I think it's just an issue that it's good to talk about, and then helping to bring people back to like Water Protectors Unite and other community efforts.
Yeah, definitely. As we bring together all the different people that have been involved with Standing Rock and all the different Standing Rocks that are happening anywhere, everyone's gathered research and solutions and you know, so like we can pool all of that and we can operate as a hub for all of the different Standing Rock situations, that we can make sure there is not anything again on our planet where resources are being taken when there's a better ways to do things, and they're not done in a very violating way, and we can actually you know, actually enact change laws and take to court businesses and people that are doing things, and yeah, really bring change. And so yeah, we're on the verge of doing that. I mean, there's been victories in all different places in different ways, and now it's time to, like, you know, form, you know, the standard way of victory that we can do in every situation everywhere, and then get ahead of it and then say it won't happen again now because we are beyond this. So consciousness, simple. So
Yeah, I really like that, finding the solutions, and yeah, let's do that.
indeed, we'll fruit the world. we'll just produce so much fruit that we'll put fruit in our tanks. I bet they don't make a certain gas.
Did you say fruit?
I said fruit.
Fruit has the best waters in it for sure.
That's right. That's right. Still have fruity cars. We'll just drive around. You even drink the fruit juice out of the tank. Anyway, so yeah, so here's the letter on the screen. I think I've got enough notes. Let's see. Dear, we invite you. Thank you for all you are and do. We are uniting all leaders and organizations, collaborative governance, humanitarian project pipeline, live shows, 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time on Thursdays. Join us at waterprotectorsunite.com. It'll take you to a Slack chat project management space. We would love to have you as a guest to present what you're doing and news updates, etc. The gist of it, other notes, sharing all the standing rocks everywhere. sharing solutions, what is working everywhere. Forming a global water protector team. Collaborative governance team. That oversees all standards everywhere. And what actions guides? What actions we could take? Consulting course. Okay, that looks good for the notes.
I did somehow mute myself. Okay,
We're
cool.
recording again. Huh.
Awesome.
What's going on there?
Yeah, and the pipeline's actually coming right through here. I see them surveying and everything like that. So just right here in my own backyard.
Where are you at again?
I'm in Virginia.
Okay.
Yeah, right in the Shenandoah Valley. So we have the Atlantic pipeline. And it's actually the company is called Dominion, right? So is that where it's called too? Oh, I can't remember. What is it called in Standing Rock?
I had in Ohio, we had Dominion, and then it was East Ohio. Who knows?
It's just so funny, these names, like Standing Rock and Sacred Stone. And yeah, it's really pretty.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's really just interesting the names that we have for these companies, and yeah, but gonna just keep on representing.
Indeed. You're muted again.
Duran,
Yes.
do you think that are you going to continue to do these calls like for a while? You specifically, 9 a.m. every day. How do you? What do you see? What do you foresee for yourself here? Are you hoping to do something different, or just focusing on this for now as we get going, or what? Please share.
Well, I'm hoping that we have hosts and project managers and all the different role leaders show up to each show so we can keep moving them all forward. I personally, I mean, it is a little early in the morning, but it's more just each show is at a point where we're ready for the next level, and it's like I show up and I just like talk, it's like I built these, we put together these project management spaces and stuff, and hit like a little roadblock where it's like, all right, now we need leaders to show up, and because we really want to like bring all the ideal collaborators, leaders, organizations on, and every show really have it really action packed, and see the projects move forward and live, and uniting all the different movements, leaders and movements, and building these big building blocks for the resource-based economic system. Yeah, it's interesting. Like the past couple of days, I've been resting a lot and just tuning into what I should start working on next, as well as we've birthed all these shows. We got everybody creating media now. I want to shine the light on everybody else's shows as well, instead of like because I could create another show, another show, another show. Everybody's going to want to have their own show, and that's going to be, I'm not going to want to have to like log in and host every single one. That's not where I'm going with it. Just to hold these containers for co-creation to happen around these like focused projects. So yeah.
Well, you're doing a wonderful job. Thank you so much for what you're doing, Duran. By the way, I'm noticing I've got to find my headphones because I think this is going to give me some feedback the way I'm doing it now. So
yeah, and with this one, Standing Rock Pipeline, we've already started developing the website. So it's like once like I can get the developers on here, like Raymond and Victoria and Amber, like once they're like next level, we actually build the website, then everything goes right over to the website, and we actually unite all the tribes and collaborative governance and the humanitarian project pipeline on the website, and everything's live, and all the projects are being listed by humanity and being voted and funded and project managed, open source in front of the world. So it's not just like one show, it's independent, and that we have the Slack space and the ClickFunnels that the Water Protectors Unite is drawing in a lot of people, yeah, so just that next level is just to have the website actually live and being the media headquarters for Standing Rock and all the Standing Rocks everywhere, and for us to collaboratively govern our planet and everywhere, for that to like be an incubator space for that, and for humanitarian projects to be an incubating space for humanitarian projects as well, in one website, that we can all light workers promote it together all the time, because there's one place for all collaborative governance and all humanitarian projects, project management, and news and updates for anything happening on our planet. So it's just a good rallying point with Standing Rock, uniting all the tribes and everything, and being newsworthy right now, being the newsworthy thing.
I have so many ideas. It's crazy. You and I need to spend a couple hours
Okay.
together. Maybe we can schedule some time here coming up.
Okay, cool. Sounds good.
I want to hear some of these ideas.
Keep it flowing.
Well, as I'm, this is like the first thing that has, brought me some excitement. Like this is definitely something I am supposed to be or really want to be involved with. And it's funny, even the times that you're doing the calls, 9 a.m. and 11 a.m. on at least one day. I had been thinking, like months and months ago, I was thinking, I really wish I could do a daily thing, and a good time would be 9 or 11 in the morning. So that was kind of funny. But I don't know, I think if each one of us were to look at our resources, like our connections, our friends, the people we've come into contact with, the people we will come into contact with, like I realized that I have just so many friends and people who would probably want to be involved with this, or take it and run with it on their own, with their own mission and stuff, their own dreams. But I just realized I'm in contact with family who, like, I don't know, even like some famous people who are heart-centered, who might want to be involved, contribute in some way. I actually was just thinking yesterday that one of the families I'm connected with, their family member is an anchor here in my town, or in Spokane, or used to be. And I thought, I would like to be able to put together something to where I could share it with them and see if they'd want to be interested in helping with this. Like, I don't know, maybe he could do interviews, or maybe he'd be interested in presenting the project, on whatever he's doing, because he's kind of graduated from being an anchor and reporter on a news station here to some other things. But a lot of people just keep popping into my mind, and I feel like I need to get a letter that I can send to all of them, telling them what we're doing when we're ready, and inviting them to join in. And I think that each of us has these kind of resources that they might personally go and talk with people personally that they've known, met, or whatever throughout their life even. I mean, I have contacts, I'm thinking, back from when I was in high school. So anyway, that's partially, but yeah, I'd love to be able to go into more detail on some things, but maybe not at the moment.
Okay, cool. Sounds good to me.
Totally. I feel like the more, sort of drafts or resources we have, like you're saying, just writing a letter, kind of speaking of what we're doing, that kind of brings more clarity to us as well, like what we're doing, and also provides, a resource that other people can replicate and share as well. So if there's any way that I can support or collaborate in any of these ideas that you have, definitely let me know.
Great. Yeah, I would like to get your phone number if Duran has it somehow, if you don't mind, because that would be helpful for me to be able to contact with you better.
Put that in the chat if you don't mind.
Sure.
Cool.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, all right. Well, should we work on the letter?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because once we have the letter, it's like anybody can help any of these projects move forward once we have like some action steps. Like, oh, here's a letter, share it. Or
Mm-hmm.
here's a social media post, share it. Or, you know, here's a video, share it. You know, like just little things people can do, like Dakota always talks about. It's like this little digital action.
Yes. Yeah.
So I'll pull that letter up on the screen again. Share screen. Actually, I want to pull up the whiteboard just because.
Whiteboard.
Hi, Mom.
Woo!
Mom,
That's so cool.
Mom, I'm sorry, this broke right here.
I know, it's okay.
Just kidding. Done with that.
Quinn's wearing his medicine bag.
Hey! Look at that.
Hey, what's in here?
Cool is that?
Oh, it's a beautiful rock in there. You have
It's a crystal.
it's a crystal. That's right.
Ooh.
This thing,
I don't
I'm
know.
gonna put it with my sheets.
Thanks.
Awesome. All right, letter, share screen. Okay. Yeah, you can help with writing. Maybe I should invite you to this. Let's see. Edit.
It occurred to me just this morning as I'm before the call that, you know, what could be really helpful, and maybe I'll get to work on it, is I thought I would put together a master list of these calls, shows, not only ours, but all the other ones that I know about.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe like put together this master list, you know, for all of us, but maybe it would be something we could offer to sell for like $5 or something, a contribution of $5, and you'll get this master list of like a schedule of all kinds of different calls and that are available right now, because they're growing and growing. Everybody wants their own show, right?
Yeah. Indeed.
And I wish I had the time to participate and watch, you know, all this stuff, but I just simply don't. But there's a lot of people who do.
I know. Yep. Indeed.
Like, you know how we used to get the TV guide with the list of what's going on? So maybe a monthly updated list of new shows, new people that, you know what I'm saying? Like a monthly newsletter with the updated list of the times and how to connect with certain people and projects.
Yeah.
And maybe that would be something that's offered, because that would be something really beneficial for me.
Yeah.
So, because I can't keep up. I'm just not keeping up with all that I would want to, but it's because of, you know, everything got really busy.
Well, yeah, I would like help with finding all of those different shows, because I've got the newsletter running, and we just put out a newsletter 6 days ago that lists our core shows, all of our shows, the ASC shows, Destiny's show, the Guardian Alliance Roundtable, the Portal to the New Earth co-creator calls for like bringing festival and event producers together, and then the core project collaboration monthly call. Put all that on one newsletter, put that out there. And I know there's a lot of people in our networks that I've been seeing doing great shows, and just I've been wanting to put that list together and have a really good website too for all conscious media as well, and begin to build it out to be like a TV network where you can click around on different screens to different types of conscious media or conscious entertainment or whatever the news or whatever it is, to be the new TV set basically on one website. So
Yeah.
You know, one thing we could do is like kind of edit some of these shows and then put it in like sort of this, sort of taking people on a journey, you know, sort of thing, so that they can catch up on what we're doing, what we're working on, so they don't have to watch the whole thing.
What is in here?
Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
That's somebody, if we could have somebody who wanted to take minutes for these, like you mentioned on one of your videos, Dawn.
Yep.
Just a brief synopsis, who's actually taking notes and then can put together a synopsis of, with the key points and contact info and whatnot, to also share with the different groups. Yeah. So that's what we need. I would offer to do it, but I have writing blocks that I have to get over right now. So I'm working on it. But if there's somebody listening to this or that you can think of who would like to and be able to do that fairly easily, or maybe we would need a few people.
Right.
You know, if one's not available, kind of a thing.
Definitely.
And then I also wanted to tell you the couple meetings that you missed. If you give me the access code, because I tried to take over the hosting of it, but it asked for an access code.
Oh, okay.
So if you wanted to give that to me or something, so if I'm on and you don't make it, there's a backup and we could still record it, because we had some great conversations the last couple days. It was great, but it was okay. It was just meant for us.
Yeah,
but
didn't let you record or anything either?
No, it gave me the option to take over as host, and then, but then it asked for a code. And then on the first day, yeah, both days, the meeting just abruptly ended and said it ended because the host didn't come in.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know if
so,
I have a code. It's interesting.
Do you have to enter a code at all? It was like I don't know,
I come in through
7-digit code or something.
I come in through the account, like instead of like clicking the link, I log into the Zoom and then I start the show from there. Yeah, I don't know. Let's figure that out.
Probably if you take a look, maybe you'll see an option or whatever to add another host or whatever.
Oh, okay.
Something like that. I mean, not that I can always be on, but it'd be nice to have backup.
Definitely.
We had, and because I didn't record it, and because because we abruptly ended, I didn't catch the name of one of the young men who was on, and I really wanted to connect with him. Okay. So he's talking about intentional community and his experience and stuff, and all of a sudden, like during this call, I just had all this, I envisioned this whole, here's one of my ideas. So, and I know it's all of our, in a lot of our thought processes, but, you know, like a reality show, like you're saying, where we do maybe each episode, like each season, is a specific house, community, or project that team members are working on. And we could have multiple ones going on simultaneously. Yep. You know, like I'm in a position where I could go somewhere and be a part of something, even if temporarily. In fact, that might even be preferable, you know, to start a project. And then we film live for a series of however long it takes us. Well, film, and we can post some stuff live too, and then at the end of it, then we put it all together like a show with, you know, this was the first season of, I don't know what you would call it.
Going home.
We are the solution 128.
We already started going home, land-based intentional community. So it's already all started up. Just, you know, it's another project. It's like, you know, getting a core group together and planning it out and just going to it. But, you know, like I'm a leader, and, you know, we are all leaders. We just have to, like, you know, whatever you're guided to do, step up and lead or bring a team together or whatever it is. Yeah. So, indeed. And
I'm all about teamwork.
Dakota, Leela were excited about it, and they're in your area there, and the other property over our Sacred Acres. I think they might be moving the Guardian Alliance team into that property, so it'd be good, to film that whole process. Yeah.
If you, I was wondering if you wanted to schedule either one of these morning calls or a special time with me on one of these meetings where we can record it, and then, like I said, in about a half an hour, I could present my ideas. I'm taking you around the town to each property that I'm thinking. Like, I could present to you guys the whole thing. Now, I don't necessarily want it to, I would feel better if it was a private meeting, at first, a private, so I can share, and we can get ideas and see if anybody's interested in it. So yeah, that's what's on my mind to do here in the next couple days if we can. So if you can contact Dakota, maybe, and did you say Leela?
Yeah, Leela and Dakota.
Okay. If you want to contact them and see when is a good time for us all to, or you and I could just do it at any time since it'll be recorded, and then you could share it with them. Maybe. But it'd be cool if they could be there so that they could ask questions and whatnot and share ideas and stuff after I'm done or while I'm doing it.
Okay. Sounds good. Yeah, I think I was going to end here pretty soon in the next 2 minutes. Yeah, I think we have a good point. We could chat the rest of the way, but I can connect to Brittany and finish this letter up a little after the show as well. Yeah, anything else you guys got going? But yeah, Misty, I would love to. We can meet whenever. Afternoon, pretty much any day. Afternoon Pacific time.
Okay, you want to shoot for today?
Not today yet.
Okay, let me look at tomorrow. Ooh. Tomorrow? You want to try for tomorrow? Just tell me a time that might work. And then send me a meeting link so we can record it.
If it was tomorrow, it'd have to be like later in the afternoon, evening, because I'm busy till around 1 p.m. tomorrow.
Okay, the weekend it is.
But
Let's try for Saturday at some point. We'll connect and then
Saturday,
and then maybe.
we got
Okay,
the
great.
show and the 11 a.m. already at Saturday.
I can present it then if you want.
You should present it at the Friday show, the Going Home Land-Based Intentional Communities Friday 11 a.m. show. Just come on there and you can present everything.